I wanted to find something that sounded kind of sci-fi, and yeah, I thought Ratchet and Clank would be a fitting soundtrack, and yeah, I didn't really. It worked for like one song, and then just kind of backfired. Hello, it's been what, a week or two? I went on holiday last week, come back yesterday. Nice to get away for a bit tired. It's an interesting week. Not a lot really happened. I kept an eye on things going on Twitter and everything. GTFO is coming out for an alpha tomorrow, which obviously I'll be streaming again then. This came out, Medieval came out, which I've been playing all day and finished earlier today. I also got a review key for Modern Warfare, which I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that one. But I've played a little bit of the campaign. It's all right. It's nothing great. I genuinely, this the thing is, I don't get. Obviously, Call of Duty now is all multiplayer focused. I'm not really into the multiplayer like the campaign. I've played what, 3 or 4 levels of it. It's all right. Kind of boring, to be completely honest. It's gone from being this is a game about shooty shooty bang bang to, oh, we're going to be in London and we're going to walk really slowly and then have a scripted event where terrorists happen and then not a lot else is going to happen. You just kind of shoot a couple of people, someone tries to blow you up, and then you watch a scripted event and then the next level kicks in. Not that interesting, to be completely honest. Oh god, this will be the interesting bit. Will it come up on Game Capture? Because this is going through Windows 10. Because yeah, the Outer Wilds is part of the Game Pass, which is really really good for anybody who doesn't want to use the Epic Store like myself, because I can't stand Epic. One fucking on my chest. One other thing. I was originally planning to stream Slime Ranch today, but because I actually, again, got a review key for this on the PlayStation, and also it was on the Game Pass, I thought, you know what? I think it'd be a nice game to come back to stream with. I've not played this yet. I have no idea what to expect. See, I'm 50-50 with it, one point. I have used the Epic Store before, because obviously I've played World War Z and Hades, but I don't like the decisions they're going with. Cinemas, yeah, go with that. I don't think Steam's perfect, but I think Epic's a bit too far behind to justify them having so much. They just buy what they can and then go, oh, we'll fix it later. They still haven't added a shopping cart as far as I'm aware.
Thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber, you'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon Colony.
See, I saw a little bit of gameplay about this the other day while I was looking at my phone while waiting for a train, and the plot to me, it sounds eerily similar to Rage. You're humanity's last hope, and you're in like stasis, and someone you wake up, and then everybody tries to get you and stuff. It sounds like Rage, but a bit better, which isn't hard because Rage 2 was absolutely dreadful.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh boy. Do I get to make my own character? Yes, I do. Okay, attributes. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, temptation. Oh, temperament. Your natural health regeneration. We'll go with good for that one. Charm.
Some people are rough around the edges. You're
Below
not so
average. Oh god. Fuck it. Good. Good. I could just make everything good. Let's go with. I'm boring. I'll go with that. Oh fucking hell. What do I want to put my skill points into?
Yes, I should pick someone likely to survive a hail of gunfire.
Stealth isn't my kind of thing, so I'm just gonna skip that. I don't like leadership. I'll do ranged.
Monarchs in need of more game hunters.
I'll do dialogue. We're going guns and melee. Is the Outer Worlds out? Yes, it came out 2 days ago. Came out on the 25th. I only came back from holiday yesterday, so this is my first time playing it, and I've been playing Medieval for the last day, and a little bit of Modern Warfare. Okay. Aptitude. Oh god, have I got to read for all of this? Elevator operations specialist, I like that. Oh, so these are like my job profession. Farmer, duh. I kind of like the elevator operations specialist. Like these are all like very minor attributes, but I just kind of like the sound like I'm the chosen one, but I work with elevators.
This
I'm gonna
colony
go with that.
does love its elevators.
Appearance. I will go with male. Oh boy, I could be here a while. Yeah, I'll do. Hairstyle. Ooh. They have normal looking hair. God, it's like the first time in years. So many games have like I think one of them is like Ghost Recon. They have one like skinhead, and then the other 6 options are all genuinely terrible looking hairstyles, which will age terribly because they were a fad for like a year. So like you'd have like this hairstyle, and then probably I think I just went past the mohawk, something like that, but like on one side instead of both. I just want normal hair. I want to make my elevator specialist look like the poshest twat ever. Can I do that? Generic family hairstyle. Give him a unibrow. Yeah, I'm going with that. That a woman or a man, I can't say. Yeah, it's a man. I can tell you that much. What's wrong with the hair? The hair looks so blurry. I can barely make out what hair colour it is. Is that blue? Or is that purple? I'll do it that way, fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna go with blue hair. Can we make him look a bit more human? No, I don't think I can. So much to choose. Yeah, but Dabba, how's the holiday trip been treating you? Yeah, it's been good. For the first 2 days I went to a horror convention because my mum wanted to meet someone from the Lost Boys. And it was interesting because I knew bits and pieces about horror. I'm not a massive horror fan because I don't really get interested in it. Because I'm not someone who gets scared by everything, so... This looks wrong. Now that looks feminine. But like I saw a couple of things I recognised, like Ash versus Evil Dead and the Huntress from Dead by Daylight. And then we went to Scarborough for a week, and we had a landlady for the flat we stayed at. And we'd been there for about 5 minutes and just said, like, oh, our train got delayed. So we didn't have to wait long before we could check in. And she went, oh, that happened to me the other day because someone jumped in front of the train. This was the second sentence she said to us, and then was saying about how selfish they were. It was... it was a really weird icebreaker. Oh my god. I think we're done. I'm not going to touch it anymore. I'm scared I'll break it even more. Dirt on his face. You know, these elevators... Is that the fucking Joker sky? Yes, it is. The elevators are dangerous things, man. You like, get a scar from them, get your eyes taken out. I'll go with that one. Age. I'm gonna leave that at the bottom. Oh, fucking hell. What the hell is that meant to be? Like golden paint? Yeah, we'll go with that. This is our character. What should we name him? What should we give this lovely gentleman? What name should he have? Enter your character's name. Spaceless choice is dying to meet you. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with a terrible reference to myself. Edgar Eye Scratch. Can I do Edgar Eye Scratch? Yeah, there we go, Edgar Eye Scratch. This is Edgar. He's good at everything. He used to be an elevator specialist before he got a bit of metal stuck in his eye and he almost scratched his eyes out. So he had cybernetic enhancements put in, and we'll go from there. He's not very bright. He's a bit of a nitwit. Give him an elevator, he knows exactly what to do. Anything else, fuck knows.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
He reminds me of Doc from Back to the Future, but with short hair. Mama told him to wash his hands after doing number 2, but Edgar didn't listen.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit.
Well, that didn't seem very PC. It's like the villain from Food Fights.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong?
Oh, lovely.
Yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now,
This screams Rage. This is so similar to the start of Rage. It's uncanny.
oh, I see where
There's more charm to it.
Good luck.
And it's a bit more humorous. I like this so far. I haven't even played the game, you know, I'm getting a good first impression. But if you can tell they obviously wanted to do another game like Fallout because a lot of it feels similar to New Vegas.
Working. Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is
To be fair, Tonis, I love Rage 1. I hate Rage 2 because that's just an insult to the franchise, but I really like the first game.
I'm told he's a specialist, dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can...
I really want him to have a reference to 10,000 gigawatts.
You land.
That's all I'm thinking in my brain now.
All the colonists are counting on you.
But let's be fair, it's 2019, he's more likely to have a Rick and Morty reference than Back to the Future. Which makes me even sadder. Oh, we're dead. Fallout 4 is pretty bad in my opinion. Combat's good, rest of it's crap.
In-law's name? Is that him?
Oh, we
I
killed
told you
it.
to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
Well, shit.
Oh, well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Oh, that sensitivity's really high. Give me a second. No, no motion blur, please. Where's... Oh, there it is. Controls. Oh dear. Field of view, let's put that up to 110, not 120. UI. Meh. That'll do. Build to plan now? Yes. Keep.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship.
Oh, I'll say for a start, this is a very pretty game.
Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
You know, when you play these kind of games, you always expect them to be... It's weird to see, like, so much colour. Especially when you think this, obviously, and everybody's gonna fucking compare it to Fallout. The game that's so lifeless and colourless. And then you've got this. This is really pretty, though. I'll give it that. Sneaky boy. Oh, that's a rock. I thought it was a creature. No, they're up there. So I liked Rick and Morty for a little bit, and then after watching the first season, I kind of stopped enjoying it. And then there's the whole like, everybody's got to reference Rick and Morty and everything, and it's just, ugh.
Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Okay. Smack something in my face.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Now, I'm an elevator specialist, but you know, I'll give it a shot. I'll help him.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one.
They're releasing... Yeah, they're releasing like 6 episodes.
Spacer's choice doesn't
I
like
think.
accepting
There's not many. Let's go Spacer's War.
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
I like the third response.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter.
At least he's
Unless
optimistic.
I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, and I'll shoot you.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction.
Oh, good.
Tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Cool. Can you show? Okay. Yeah, just put it in the game board on the Discord, and I'll check it after the stream, Oliver. I'm gonna take all your stuff. Welcome to manage the. I have a knife. I want to shoot him. I really do. At the same time, I'm not sure if that's a good idea for the start of the game.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the...
Yay. Killed him. That's called time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. By using the tactical time dilation TTD button, slow down the. Oh my god, is that this version of VATS? Wow. I'm so sorry. Hacking and picking locks. Cool. Gonna take everything. Are you playing through Epic Launcher or Game Pass? I'm playing through the Game Pass. I mentioned this earlier when I first started. One of the reasons I'm streaming this, I actually got a review key given to me by Private Division for the PlayStation 4. But it was on the Game Pass, so I just thought I'd stream the PC version anyway. Telescoping staff. Ooh. What is that? Is that a melee weapon? It's a stick! Oh, that's cool how it's see-through when you're stealthing. Do 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 do. Games on Unreal Sub. Yeah, Epic gets a cut if it's the Unreal Engine, but apparently that cut is negated when you publish on their platform. Even though they then take money from you for being on their platform.
Before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down.
That's it, I'm getting my mallet. Yeah, pretty much. I'll keep that on me. Unless there's actually a mallet in this game, then I'll be happy.
Without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
A landing violation. Let it go.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Basically, you're a coward. I like some of these responses. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit.
Hello, Jay. How you doing?
But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Wow, you must have an exciting weekend life. I thought I just shot Kimball then. This could have all been avoided if you just filled out the right paperwork. Then I'm gonna have to get me mallet. Knock knock.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Talk to me.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Gesture procedures initiated. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed.
This is great, I love this.
Disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Captain's arrest Samir under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience.
I love how fucking on the nose some of these responses are.
Orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I just say no. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne.
Captain Hawthorne is a Time Lord confirmed.
On your life-changing experience.
You don't understand. My name is Edgar Rice-Grant.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alien.
Oh my god.
I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main
Where the sad music come from?
Failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Can I just...
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty.
I don't know if that worked or not.
Power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor.
Yep, that's me, Mr. Hawthorne.
Do you understand?
Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
Actually, what the ship's called? Is it actually called the Unreliable? If so, that's great. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you'll earn skill points spent on improving your skills. Yep, gathered that much. You've been promoted! Goody. Well, I like my handguns. So I'm gonna put a couple more into range. Oh, so, okay, so it's like when you make your character then. I like that. I like how it's not just, oh, you can upgrade one type of weapon. It's actually like the selection. Time dilation location hits. Oh, so that is just VATS. We'll have such choices, I don't know what to go with. Armor raised, weapon armor durability loss. Oh, okay, so there's durability in this. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Carrying capacity, sprint speed, walk speed, tactical lever. Fast travel when that sounds like it would be useful. But yes, I'm gonna go with this one because I hate durability in these games. That's one thing I'm not a massive fan on. Which I will say, you know, Fallout 4 didn't have it. I guess that's one good thing about it. You can do it for the first 50 points and then you have to specialize. Oh, okay. At least it gives you it gives you time to get used to everything, so then you know what you want to work into. Unlike if you had to do it from the start, you go, okay, no, I'm going to do this and then hate it later on. You have enough time to kind of get used to it. That's cool. I like that. I wish you weren't red though, because you look angry. It is in here. Let's have a look around.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly.
Oh, that's a surveillance camera. Huh.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, I suppose
I don't know what I just picked up, but item repair. Oh, shotgun. Third condition. Ew, I see.
everything on the unreliable.
Tinker. I like how they call it Tinker. Is this a review copy? No, Vex, I was saying earlier, I got a review copy for the PlayStation 4. So my brother's actually using that because he doesn't actually own it. So it's on my account, but so on. This is through the Game Pass. But how are you doing, Vex?
Belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
So, hang on, I want to check something. Oh, they use the same ammo. Okay. Interesting.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator.
Me. I'm exploring. Ada, shush.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
That checkers? I love chess. Why do you have a camera staring right at that? I dread to find out if there's a bedroom in this place.
Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Wow. What a miserable git. Let's go outside. Go back into the outdoors.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Suckers. I bet, like, if they're still here when I come back, they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, you are the captain. And then they'll arrest me for fraud. Either that or pretending to be an inspector. Ah yes, I'm a safety inspector for the elevators of the ship. It didn't have an elevator, so I'm a little bit disappointed. Maybe I can make one.
You hiding?
No, I'm standing right here. That's it, mallet time. Ah, these weapons aren't that strong. I've hurt myself and I've got a boo-boo. Oh, shit. That's mine now. You think if I stand on this, it'll set me on fire? Yeah, not for long though. What's the current status on your YouTube channel? Is that aimed at me or Jay?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
Okay, for me, obviously I've just done a review for Medieval, that was that a week or two ago. I've just come back off holiday. My plan is, I'm gonna have an off-script video for GTFO, like talking about the 24-hour test that's tomorrow. After that, it's Medieval for PS4, Medieval 2, and then Resurrection, or it might be Resurrection then too. I'll see how I feel. But no, I've got stuff planned. I'm actually back in a good motion with making content again.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I'm Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I will say though, the review for Medieval on PS4 might come out sooner than anybody expected because I've already finished the game. I beat it in a day. I've been playing it non-stop.
Heard a lot of new workers say that. First time they set eyes on Edgewater, they'll say, well, I can't work here. I don't belong here. Well, we do belong here. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of us from the
Greedy
cradle to the
baboon.
grave. As long as we provide our own cradles. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
What?
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork
You
means
rent your
signatures.
grave? How the hell would you do that?
Delinquent and paying their dues, you see.
Oh, your death plan life insurance says you have your grave for 2 weeks. After that, we're gonna put you in the ocean.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I could really go for some salt too then. Beats working at the cannery. Huh? What? Beats working at the cannery.
Beats working at the cannery. Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off. I could really go for some salt tuna. I could really go for some salt tuna.
I could really go for some salt too.
I expected more dialogue than this. Knock knock. Come to make a mess. The hell is... What the hell is that at the top right of my screen? Like the little weird... Oh, the shadow or something. Can I holster my weapons or... Nope, that just healed me. Let's check the controls because I'm lazy. Holster, holster, holster. Holster. That's an inhaler. What? Oh, that's the healing thing, I think. Oh. Yes, I'm just gonna keep my gun out. No, you can still steal then.
The grease monk. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got.
Oh, hello.
Former. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen
Can I
to
just
know the
kill you
nether-
and take it instead?
And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's
Lovely.
mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
But I'm probably going to kill them, so that's not going to do much.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented. And
I don't like Reed. Just seems a bit weird.
Passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Hey, so Cracker, what do you think of Tripwire and the Epic deal?
And thank you again for your help.
That's not really recent news. That's been a thing for a while. I'm not entirely thrilled about it. Money's money at the end of the day. This is the problem with companies and everything. I don't like how they kind of just abandoned Steam altogether, and how in the summer event for Killing Floor 2 they just kind of flat out insult Steam because, oh look, we're friends with the Epic Games Store, doo kind of thing. Chivalry 2 being on the Epic Store is hilarious and also stupid. I've said before on Twitter, Killing Floor 3 is probably going to be an Epic exclusive at launch if they're still doing this bloody exclusivity thing for in a few years.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
And basically that was just completely fucked the game over. I think it's a dumb idea from Tripwire, but if you look at Killing Floor, they don't give a shit unless they're making money. And it's really shit because there's people who I know who work at Tripwire who are nice people, but the upper management is just like overkill. Oh, is that broken? Oh, we'll fix it later, but for now, do you mind just giving us a bit extra money because microtransactions and now paid weapons? Oh, what? Oh, versus mode. Oh, objective mode, which you haven't fixed. Oh no, we'll fix it later. Just give me that money.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, personally, what I would do in this situation is I would take the thing and keep the power running there. Or overrun that twat up there.
about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
You're safer.
You
Got my...
got my...
Don't make me...
You're safer inside the...
They really don't have a lot of dialogue. Oh, Aspect, I'm glad you enjoy it. That's the main thing. Like, as long as you're entertained, that's a win for me. It doesn't matter if you're frequent or not. It doesn't matter if you've seen everything. If you watch something and you think that's entertaining, just let me know. That makes my day. Benjamin, next gen games, PS5, Xbox 2 will reach 200 gigs and still look worse. Well, Modern Warfare, the new one, is 110 gigabytes, and that took forever to install yesterday. And it looks just like fucking World War II. I don't think graphics are going to massively improve anymore. It's more going to be now about rendering power and how quickly everything loads. No, Call of Duty Modern Warfare and PC Aspect is about 110 gigabytes to install. I installed it last night, but I mean, it doesn't run that well either. The cutscenes run like arse. But what was I saying? Yeah, they've already shown off with the hardware for the newer consoles that it's more about loading and everything else. I think it's just going to be at this point. We'll get to a point where graphics look as good as they can, which we're almost there anyway. Oh, nice. It's just we could have this load a lot quicker, which is one of the things I'm interested in with Google Stadia. The whole, because it's not oh, what's the fucking word? Sorry, my brain's not with it today. That's what you get for having time off. You kind of just forget what you're doing. Because Google Stadia is all cloud-based, I'm curious how the loading's going to be for some games. Obviously, there's still going to be loading screens, but because it's fixed hardware similar to PS4 and Xbox, hopefully the games are designed around that hardware, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I'm curious to see how it's going to go. So what's over there? That's the lab. Oh, the Vicar. Hair in video games is a mixed bag. There's two ways people do it. Some is like texture based, which works, but then some companies go, oh, we've got to make it look realistic, which, let's be fair, it does look more realistic. It just looks horrible because, like, hair in real life, a mess. I think I don't expect much from the next generation. Obviously, I'm going to get both consoles because the Xbox is backwards compatible with everything from its previous generations, which is a massive thing for someone like myself. And then obviously the PlayStation has been better this generation.
You're an outsider.
And you know, playing PS4 games on my PS5 with better, like, hardware, I'm not complaining.
You're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto.
I like how they look at the other person standing there out of the way to actually kind of point at, hey, you're actually having a conversation, not just pointless dialogue.
Tossball predictions. The quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb?
Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Oh, I can't do that because I haven't got enough intelligence, I guess.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. I apologize if my advice was wanting.
I didn't mean.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill
Shit.
my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. Any progress on that? Please.
Sheesh, I'm working on it. Need some practice, Vicar.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise
Overwatch. Oh, fucking hell.
You mean about the mission being too crazy?
Don't need a second Overwatch game. Just the first one's not that good. Just saying.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something... I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Okay, I'm not getting to come back here because this place seems like a bit of a shithole.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Another day at the cannery.
Yeah, I think I will see if I can get a way to get the equipment without having them to come back, so I don't think that's right. But it depends how good their place is. Blizzard and Activision have just... Oh, I can actually give them other stuff, cool. I wonder if their stuff stays at 100% condition. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't want to support them after the shit they've done recently. I mean, companies are fucking dreadful anyway. I don't agree with what they did. I think that was really shitty. And then the way they've acted about it afterwards, it's just been a mess. Also, it's funny to think that Overwatch 2 is going to be announced, yet they've only just brought Overwatch to the Switch. It's like they just did it for a cash grab and didn't put much thought into it. It's probably why people couldn't play it when it first came out, because the patch didn't recognise itself. Imagine that. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Test. Thank you, NHND. Oh, wreckage. Oh, you just killed some marauders. They have some really happy music. Oh, to hack computers. Beat this game last night, 6 hours in and out. Bish bosh. Fair enough. But as long as you enjoyed it, I guess that's the main thing. I'm not complaining for something on the Game Pass though. Oh, if they have like a Q&A session, there's going to be someone who, like, at least one person who asks that question. The hell are you? Oh, whatever it is, it's dead. Hey, do we have another quest to do here? Oh, it's over that way. Yeah, I don't imagine them to have a proper Q&A while they're at a bit of a mess recently. Apparently as well, a lot of people tried to refund their tickets because they wanted their money back after what they'd done, and they just turned and went, yeah, no refunds. I know Nintendo gave refunds to anybody who bought a digital copy of Overwatch, saying under the circumstances it's completely justified. But yeah, I'm imagining there's going to be a bit of a shit show there. There will be protesters, that's a given. Oh, you're not dead. Yeah, it'll probably be screens. I imagine they're going to do something to try and weave their way out of it.
Heading back. I'm going. Sure.
That almost killed me. Oh, helmet. She just...
Moving. On my way.
Oh yeah, I had a helmet I just picked up. Consumables. I'm gonna eat that. Well, no fear that Blizzard took a lot of inspiration from characters from Anarchy Reigns. I have no idea. I don't. When it comes to Overwatch, I'm completely out of the loop these days. I know they had a character that had a feet thing with feet, and a lot of people lost their mind over it because, like I said, a foot fetish. That a revolver? I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community centre, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that things happen for a reason. Work forfeits spirit and all. That's my book collection. I can't bear to part with it. All those books moulding of some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in the cave over by the river. Okay. I want to have a look at this revolver. Yeehaw, Texas boys. Oh, I can't get in there. What a shame. Is that better than my current armor? Oh, it is. Dervish Mist. I don't know what that was. I think that's a consumable. Oh, it's like a melee buff. That's in there. How do I get in there for a start? What do I do with the music box? Yeah, we'll find out eventually, I guess. That's really nice. Oh. Something is angry. That is not a revolver. But it is fucking awesome, I'll tell you that much. Ciao. That's worse than my current equipment. That looks better than my current. Yeah. I will say, like with Fallout, I liked having the radio. You kind of miss it. I feel like this game would be good with a radio. But I mean, I guess if I'm playing it in my spare time, what's it? Oh, that's a mine. Ow. If I was playing it in my spare time, oh shit. I'd just like put on a radio I normally listen to anyway. You know, this game was made by Obsidian. So you can see with some of the design choices, very, very similar to Fallout.
Nice.
No one saw me steal that. Oh, I pissed off a bunch. Smash. I've made a mistake. Oh, she's almost dead. Is she dead or is she knocked out? Can't tell. Yep. Oh, he's gone. Anyhow, he's there. God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be beaten by an ape. Oh, can I give my teammates armor?
Something you need?
I can't remember how I go onto their equipment. Pavati. What? That's 7. Let's give you a mask. Oh, I didn't think it would actually show up in the mask. Oh, you can level them up as well. Oh, that's good. I can give them an assault rifle and then they can use that. That's cool. And I found out how to holster. It's R. Hold R. Oh, there's even like a little menu for it. Cool. I'm learning new things. But I can't see my feet in game. That's 0 out of 10. Imagine having a game in 2019 where you can't stare at your own feet. That's one thing actually. Left 4 Dead 1 on PC actually let you look down at your feet. Left 4 Dead 2 doesn't. Don't know why. One of those things. can't even sit in chairs. What? The one thing I like to do in Fallout games is sit down at a chair. Well, I never. It's completely ruined the game for me, that has. I can't get immersed into the atmosphere if I can't just go, oh look, a chair, I'm gonna do fuck all.
Don't see you around here too often.
I got your porn magazine.
On that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Is the game paused? Well, how does that mean? Sorry, Aspect, I didn't actually see your message earlier. I must have overlooked it. I don't know what you mean by that. You might want to give me a bit of context.
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Alright. No, the trailers weren't bad for The Outer Worlds. I quite liked them. They had a good song to them.
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior.
No, The Outer Worlds has had like really good rep behind it. It hasn't really had any drama besides the whole epic thing.
To let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an
But that was because it was Take Two.
But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to
Ah yes, Payday 2 with the border crossing DLC.
Transport.
Yep, I said my piece about that on Twitter the other day, and me and Liam are probably going to have a chat about it soon anyway.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding
I now have a vicar on my team, ladies and gentlemen.
And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
I have a crew. I have a crew of a vicar. I'm so happy. Come on, Pavarti. Is that her name?
Where are we headed?
Oh, I thought, like... Okay, I'm gonna sound stupid. I thought Pavarti here was meant to... just them trying to make a clever way of saying party. Am I just fucking stupid? I feel like I am. Okay, let's see. Let's do base health. Must be smart. Let's say it's got the same beginning to New Vegas. New Vegas. Kind of just dropped you in the middle of the conflict now. You want to fix things. Yeah, I don't mind that. I kind of like it this way. But I said this at the start of the stream. It's when I saw a bit of gameplay. The intro to this game is so similar to Rage. After playing it a little bit, it is. This is basically another way to tell the start of Rage, but instead of it being it's a wasteland, it's just taken over by some corporate arsehole. Yet, unlike Rage 2, it's kept me interested more than 5 minutes. Which is a shame, because I loved the first game, and then they just fucking butchered it. I have more skills. Oh. I didn't put my fucking... I'm smart. Is this Rage and Borderlands with less shit? Well, I mean, Borderlands is one of my favourite games. I love Borderlands 3. I'm just gonna throw that out there. More grave matter. Nah, we'll come back to that. I think this is a good game. I'll be honest. I've only played what, an hour of it, but I know I probably won't stream this again because I don't think this is the kind of game I should stream normally. But I'm gonna keep playing this, and I'm gonna. So, obviously, for anybody who still watches my YouTube videos, I do a series now called Off Script, which is basically like, if you want a comparison, Jim Sterling when he does his Jim impressions, but it's more like it's just me talking about my encounter with a game, but not scripted, and there's no witty retorts to it. It's just I talk about it for 10 minutes and then move on to another one. This is one of the ones I wanted to do because. Obviously, I said at the start of the year, this is a game I've been looking forward to. And, yeah, so I expect that at the end of next month, along with a couple of others. I will just say though, Aspeg, if you have the Game Pass for Xbox or PC, it is included in that. So you don't have to use the Epic Game Store. And this is running from the Xbox beta app, and it runs pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it yet so far. There's a little bit of stutter, but I think everything's set to ultra for me. I'll just tinker about with it later on. Ow. I'm waiting for Metro still. That's on the Game Pass. Oh Christ. I was meant to eventually stream that because I streamed the first 2 games. No, that's community center. You know, I've never actually played Fear 1. I've only ever played Fear 3. And I kind of wish I didn't. It's not that good, to be completely honest. It's pretty weird. You can double jump in this game, or dodge as they call it. Oh! Ah! That's cool. I can't do it forward though. Oh, I guess I'm just doing this the entire way. Knock knock. I'm gonna do a big sleep. Resting in a bed is relaxing and moves time forward in Super. In Supernova, you can only rest on your ship. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, if I ever get around to playing Supernova, I might. I know that's a static image. Still looks good. Yeah, one thing, like, while doing a vid, because obviously I want to do at the end of the year, like, my favourite and, like, most disappointing games of 2019. I can't be alone in thinking this, but a lot of games that came out this year have just been disappointing. There's been so many letdowns.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking
And
for,
having something like this, and Medieval, and Borderlands, it's just nice to have something that isn't terrible.
armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
It's like the other week, before I went off on holiday, there was Concrete Genie, which was a fantastic game. It's something I didn't expect to play, which, well, I didn't expect to stream it and enjoy it as much as I did. But then you've got games that have come out like Rage 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Generation Zero, and they've been really disappointing. They've either been really lacking or just crap, or, you know, they've taken some questionable decisions for the game and made it something which it didn't need to be. Like Wolfenstein Youngblood, I played it with my friend for about 5 minutes before refunding it because we wanted Wolfenstein but 2-player. What we got was bullet sponge enemies and Borderlands-like mechanics. It's not what you need in Wolfenstein. Just need Wolfenstein as its like own thing.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Oh, that's fucking...
Could do without the gallows humor. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can.
There's fireworks outside.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be.
No weird reason to snoop someone's room.
No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. What is it?
Oh, she is a grumpy such and such. Let's go find Zoe.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I want rib.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial, Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of...
Oh no, I think I know where this quest is going.
When she did, I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
I imagine she's gone to Marauders to try and help them and they're going to end up killing her. That is incredibly good quality for a poster. Even in game, like, it just looks really high quality. Very high res. I don't want to steal the poster, that's mean. Why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. I've always hated the cannery and don't think I'll ever look back at this. Maria Topper is now hosting. Thank you, Maria. Okay, that was that was out of the blue. Where yeah, she's gonna try and help some Marauders and they're gonna kill her. Ah, Raid World War II, the best video game. A game that just got announced to be going back into development. With the border with the border crossing raid. Let's see if we can find her. Fuck knows where she's gone, but hope for the best. Oh shit! Nope, that's not the one, that's it. Oh, a hunting rifle. Nope, I've already got one of those. Guess that's for modifying weapons later. Okay, so we have a hunting rifle. Let's whack that there because that weapon is terrible. Man, that's not an instant kill with a headshot. How do you survive a headshot? Yeah, I've already got an assault rifle, I don't need another.
came out this far.
Oh, nothing from that one, I guess. Oh, I was about to shoot that barrel and kill her then.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You sound confused and possibly on the screen. I'll go with the first option.
You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation.
I can't tell if like, the persuade stuff works if it's unlocked. I'm guessing it does, it's just because of the dialogue.
Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Oh, I guess I'll just head back and you'll be fine on your own without a gun. Ow. Oh boy, a flywheel. Oh crap. You like this girl's attitude? She's a bit of a stuck-up bitch, to be honest. I can see why she'd want to leave if she was just on garden duty, but nah, I wouldn't want to team up with her. You can go back there and stay, be friends with that one person that actually gave a shit about her and got her the new comic or whatever it was. He has no head.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Huh, they're referencing the TV show.
Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I don't. Tiana makes the best gear for your friends and family companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and been granted a new perk. Go to the companion page. Cool. So, bonus support engineering. Okay, so I can get better engineering in my team. I'll go with that one because that actually seems quite useful. I know I'm an elevator engineer myself, but you know, whenever something comes in handy, can't turn my nose up at it. You've unlocked Leap. Double click jump when moving forwards. Okay, I can do it then. Cool. Your hair is bright.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
I want to call her grandmother.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea.
It's so sweet and lovely. I don't want to take the power from them.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go.
I refuse to make them go back to Edgewater.
So like the spores of the
I refuse. I don't want to. She's too kind, and I like her little house with trees.
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Only you grow tripe in a garden.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love,
She's so lovely.
and a pile of special fertilizer. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
She's talking about going back to town or losing power.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific.
He's a twat, to be fair.
Comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I would rather help her than fucking twat with a bowler hat. Came across as a knob. A knob he is. What do I go for that then? Nope, this is the toilet. This is not where the generator has been. Can I ask for your opinion? Oh, never mind. Alright. Let's go this way. Oh, so I got a couple of new weapons, didn't I? That's a... Oh, okay. Oh shit, there's actually ones that have better damage, okay. Oh. Should have really paid attention to that earlier, I guess. Okay, that fire effect looks really... Oh, I'm guessing that's smoke. That looks really bad. I'm assuming that's meant to be smoke. Oh shit. Oh crap. Killed a mega creature. Cool. Why have you got all this stuff? Did you just eat a gun? Did you just feel like eating a gun someday? I'll take that. Okay, let's have a look down here. I guess that would kill me, so... Open up. Open. That was me thinking you could just break the glass and get it over with. I won the award. It's my award now. Oh, like a mini space marine. Ooh, a new helmet. I like it. Gonna give us some new armor. Okay, so she's got that, which is a 4. Let's put that on. Cool. Good me. Oh shit. Oh, that's cool. It actually tells you what you're gonna do if you shoot at a certain point. It's kind of like VATS, but not like turn-based VATS. Or whatever the hell VATS was in Fallout 76. I wonder if they'll make like expansions for this, like in Fallout, or will they just make like a sequel? You know, from playing it so far, I would happily buy a sequel to this game.
The control room should be off to the right.
Vendor. Ooh. Oh, so I can buy stuff and sell stuff. Cool. And I can compare my armor. I'm gonna sell some junk. Oh, can I not sell junk? Oh shit. I thought I could sell junk. You've not unlocked the ability to sell to vending machines. Upgrade your hack skill to do so. Okay. Huh. You were too stupid to sell to it. Yeah. I'd probably end up buying back or paying him to take it off me. Knock knock. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Okay.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
I hope I can choose to go to the other place. I really... Anyway, because I really don't want it to go to the town, because I really don't like the mayor there. He's a bit of a knob. He's a bit of a nonce. He's... Sealed. I'm gonna have to go this way. It's dead. I murdered it. Nope. I'm gonna be annoyed if you just do the reroute power and it just takes you immediately to... Hello? You just spoke then. Who's Higgins?
Not real. You're not real.
Oh, I'm guessing you're down there. Well, we'll come to that obstacle when I get there. Ow.
Everyone all right?
There we go. All the valves are gone. All the valves are fine, I mean. Install a mod. Mag 2 Zap. Range with magazine changed. Shock. Okay, I'll install that. Oh hey, can I just have it with an iron sight? Yeah, I'll go with that. That still works for me. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, he's got a little face. I like a face. Always good when they have a face. Yeah, I prefer that than the scope, to be honest.
If we send the power to Mr. Exhibit, what happens to the... Incoming!
I like the weapon modifications in this. It's cool. Again with his little face. So happy. Sorry, there was a guy down there called Higgins. I just completely forgot about him. I should probably go check who he is.
Go away, Phantom.
Hello, Mr. Higgins. We're not fake, we're real. The fuck are you? Oh, you further down? I'm a phantom. I've come to suck your soul out of your nostril. Hammer. You right there, buddy? Give me a second, just stealing your shit. So there was a guide to Guide to Engineering Volume 3. I don't know what that's going to be used for, but hey ho. Give us a worker's uniform.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming.
Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D.
Wow, that settled him down immediately.
As a reminder.
backs away slowly. I must be on my way.
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries.
I'm not gonna hire this guy on my ship, am I?
Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
Mister, I worked on elevators.
It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Oh, you ate sprats.
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Okay. I have a feeling that objective for redoing the robots is completely pointless now because I think I just killed most of them anyway. I think anyway. Yeah, I have a feeling it would have been you to come here and then done something, I'm guessing. Oh well, that's a shame. But I like a gunfight, so I'm not complaining too much.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I just...
Oh, now I'm self-conscious about what I'm gonna do. Don't worry about it, I was barely listening to you.
Really? I mean, wow.
So maybe a bit of a dick move to say.
No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly check the journal. I wanna know what the fucking quest is. Oh, for God's sake. I have to do it one way or the other, don't I? I don't know which way to go. Personally, I would rather take stuff to the botanical laboratory. Because I think those people have a chance out there and they deserve it. They were kicked out for one reason or another. Edgewater, like I said, does have good people, but at the same time, Reed's a dick. So I'm just gonna do it to the local library.
I can't stop thinking of Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
I don't like. I feel bad. I've just done like the choice I've made. Reed must be sure. Well, Reed's a dick. That's my excuse. That's. Maybe you can do both and get 2 power sources. Oh, that'd be a nice alternative. If you could just like turn it off temporarily and then just take what you need and then reroute it back. That would be fine, but I don't think you can, sadly.
System. Security patrol initiated.
I'm probably going to get shot the moment I go back in there. That's what I'm imagining right now. I'll go back into the, how could you do this to us after all we did for you, which was fuck all. Either that or I'm going to get shot the moment I walked in. Oh, look, the little... I don't think the moon thing's working anymore. Yeah, look, the power's gone because that's not like bobbing his head back and forth.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must be very proud. Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside. Hell of a time to start looking for work. Lucky for you, I am authorized to hire freelancers even during times of crisis. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your question... His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Got my hands full.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that he kidnapped me. Oh, I'm gonna have to take the stairs, aren't I? Oh no, there's still some power.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
I'll intimidate him.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Ha 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 ha, fuck you. Oh, hello, corporate guards. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take this. Mine now.
Something you need?
Got my sights on you.
Don't know how long we'll last without power.
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other. You and I have got nothing
Good.
more to say.
You're a dick. I'm surprised she's still with me. Only you. We'll go with that one. Okay.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by. Got my hands full at the moment.
Oh, well. I like these posters. How come dual wield was never a thing in Fallout? I don't know. I guess it just wasn't a priority focus for him. I mean, to be fair, dual wielding in games is a bit of a mixed bag anyway. It depends how they do them. Like, for example, Payday dual wielding was shit. But, like, Killing Floor was alright, I guess. Not fast travel or near hostiles. Well, I'll just kill the hostiles then, won't I? They're on top of that building, I think. Yeah. Let's see if they'll be grateful for the choice I made. Bloody hope so, because I feel fucking bad. I feel bad for both, to be fair. I'd rather help Adelaide.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him.
And now I've got another reason to hate Reed. What an arsehole.
Gathered my belongings and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Yeah, I'm stuck between option 1 and 2. I don't like Reed, but I also think, even though they're probably worse off, I think their way of life was better because they seemed a bit more free.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined. You are welcome here.
What do I think of Richard Dangles? Alright, I guess. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Yeah, huh?
I've never seen the camp so lively.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
I know of his work. We've spoken on a kid. I think he's still on my Discord server, but he just doesn't talk. I mean, we used to... Oh shit, I just stole it, didn't I? Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, we've spoke a few times. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but it's alright. I don't really talk to people from the Payday community though anymore for various reasons, but it's not really a massive problem. I have my group of friends, they have theirs, it's all how it is. That's old reliable. I know he does Killing Floor and Insurgency now, because I did the weapon stuff while he wasn't really doing much, and then because he does it better than me, I just thought fuck. Well, that and I wanted to do other stuff.
Handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks.
See, I'm surprised she wants to still join me, because she wanted me to keep stuff at Edgewater, but I said no.
Captain now. I got a captain.
I do like her though, she's quite amusing. It's either that or the priest. I think I would rather stick with Pavati.
Well,
oh god,
I'm looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
You are going to ruin this entire experience, Vicar. Just want to let you know that.
Nice.
Can I have it so it doesn't show helmets? Did a quick save and killed a top hat guy in the start. She flipped out, but my voice is too handsome for her to leave me. I mean, I wanted to kill him, I really did, but at the same time I didn't want to have a gunfight for no real reason. Possible stick. Okay, so I can modify this, I think. Nope. Okay, so what does Tinker do? Oh, we can upgrade them! Right, okay. Ah, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna break down stuff I don't need. I'm gonna use that or that. That's an assault rifle, light, that's a mallet. I've got an automag pistol already. I don't know. Okay, so they've got rooms up there now. Let's go back and play Killing Floor 1. Yeah, I want to stream Killing Floor 1 again at some point, because it's a fun game, but it's incredibly fucking hard compared to Killing Floor 2. That might be because I'm not that good. Oh, you just... Found a room yet, buddy? No? Oh, I guess I can't choose a room yet, because I haven't put the fucking... thing in.
Captain, I have detected that the... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. I just broke my leg.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
I've still got a quest here, haven't I? Yeah, I do. Right, I'm gonna do these last couple of quests. Probably then do the test flight, and then I will call it a night. But yeah, this is a really fun game. I'm not sure if I would stream it again. I don't know if people want me to carry on this playthrough on Twitch, but depends what you guys want. Obviously, tomorrow's going to be GTFO because that's only up for 24 hours. Yeah, I'm glad this is on the Game Pass. It's a really good game. Cool, we could go on Mixer. I was gonna think about doing a multi-stream or going to Mixer at one point, but then I decided not to. I like the website for Mixer, but I don't really see the point of changing. Especially since I'm an affiliate on here, so... And I mean, even though I'm not really doing much, I technically make money off the Twitch, because they now pay affiliates for ad revenue. Oh, that doesn't look good. I don't need that.
Okay, here we go. We're pretty good at this. Go, Captain.
Oh shit, I need to cut off someone's finger. That person up there, right? Yeah, I know I'm not like the most entertaining streamer in the world, but I have fun with these streams. Okay, there's a finger. I'm looking forward to Halloween though, because obviously October 31st, the plan is I'm gonna stream Luigi's Mansion 3. That's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. That game looks so good. I've managed to avoid seeing a lot of gameplay for it. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that trigger a floor offer. Taking the floor is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Effects: dexterity, perception. Fuck it, I'll give it a go. That sounds hilarious. I don't really have anything to you. Requires 5 previous perks. I would do this one, bugger. That's cool. It actually goes like, oh hey, you've been doing this a lot, let's make an effect for you. I kinda like that. This is so much better than Fallout. I'm just gonna throw that out there. This is... I know Obsidian didn't want people to compare it to Fallout, but man, this game is fucking good. I will definitely in Fallout 4 and 76 Defense, the combat's a bit better with them too, but they're based off Bungie's combat system, so I don't really think that's enough of an argument for Fallout. In the face.
Got 'em all.
On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, hello. Behind me again. I don't know what I'm going to do after the stream. I don't know if I want to start writing the script for the Medieval review, playing more Medieval, so I've got still got stuff to do on it, or playing Modern Warfare, because I need to get some more gameplay. Either that, or I might watch another Walking Dead, so I've finally started catching up on that. I'm at the cliffhanger where Rick just got impaled by a spike. And then they have a next time, which has never been a thing. The Walking Dead. Who am I looking for? No, another finger. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Whoosh. Oh, in the head. Oh, hey, bigger armor. Get back here, you son of a bitch.
That's the last of them.
Have I tried Prime Video? It has an official Roblox. There's an official Roblox movie? What? Why? Why? Oh, I like. Oh my god, my character. His fucking face. Okay, being you're my best friend in this now, you can have this. Looking good. Okay, so there's another quest which is Small Grave Matter. Okay, I'm gonna do these and then I'll hand the other in. I don't know, but you can watch it on YouTube, it's so awful. Well, I think you just found another film for me and Liam to look into. It's a shame really, because we did one on this video from a film from Netflix called I think it's like Secret Obsession. And it was a really funny video. And unfortunately, because copyright is a pain in the fucking ass, we couldn't actually have the video uploaded because they kept fucking claiming it and blocking it in all countries. So I think the last time Liam looked at it, it was either going to be we're going to just completely try and edit it as much as we can, or cut it into like shorter segments and see if that does anything. If not, I'm thinking I'll just have like a small video with like a clip and saying like, oh, we can't have the full one on there, come to this website and you can watch it. So like Vimeo or Dailymotion. What's the hey Ace? You still in London or you back home? Mr. Ludwig, I know you're in, your lights are on.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Oh, the Mr. House Root expansion pack for New Vegas. It's actually really good. I'm really enjoying this. It's a fun game.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence.
And I took the power from an entire, like, town because I didn't like the owner, because the mayor was a dick.
Firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Such a fucking ass.
Prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
So there is... There's a robot over there. Hunger Games meets the Avengers. Got a really nice score, bunny. Oh yeah, how was the Pokemon store? I've been meaning to ask. I know Mark put a couple of pictures up and it looked cool. Did you have fun?
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay, error, navigation.
Can I have a robot companion?
To comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Hang on a second, I'm not sure. I can do it myself, actually.
Work, mister.
Oh, such a fucking show of arsehole.
Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
I want a robot companion.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message. Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
So is that sorted? Okay, I can just go back and tell him that he's a fucking moron. I wanted a robot companion, I'm so disappointed. I wanted to adopt him and make him my own. Oh, one thing you did miss, Ace. On this game, I kept falling and like hurting myself, so the game just gave me an offer to basically cripple myself a little bit because I was falling so much.
Town's been dark a while now.
It gave me a perk point.
Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't.
Oh, I'd actually hate to tell him the
Use
truth.
my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory
Fucking
is the very
disgusting.
last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Oh god, let's go find the toilet, guys. Am I going to be allowed back in here? I'm surprised the guards aren't going to try and shoot me or something. So, the other quest in here, which is this. Oh, there's actually one close to the canteen anyway. Do-do-do-do-do. Get a new job.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger. Foreman Granger, mind those words.
I
don't
like
come
her
out of your
helmet.
mouth unless preceded by yes or right
I
away.
want her
Thank
helmet.
you. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame though. Eugene was a good worker.
It's so fucked up that they have to
Woke up
pay
one
for their
morning and heard
graves.
a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
What?
Suicide
That's
is
so
crime.
stupid.
The legal term is irreparable damage to company
Oh my
property.
God.
What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay.
Jesus Christ, this is dreadful.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's graveside fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace.
Pokemon Center was good except for the 7-hour queue and not having much to buy by the time I got it. Fucking hell, I would have... Yeah, I'm not patient enough for that. I would have walked off at some point or went home. I couldn't have done a 7-hour wait. It's probably a good thing I didn't go. It's a shame that I couldn't meet you and Mark and Julian. But nah, I couldn't do that.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
We bonded like true British men, what, awkwardly talking and then not doing anything.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time
Imagine if this was actually a thing that we had to pay for our graves that way.
Fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me... There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
I will be right back with that, I guess.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of
Everyone in the world is a massive piece of shit.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. I can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
Some of these choices I do not like because they're just, one's bad and one's just as bad as the other. That sentence came out terribly. Both for shit, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. You just can't win.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Let's give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Oh, what?
What can I do for you? Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
It just sounds like you got a cold or something.
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
Is there anything in here which... He's a barber, but he's in a fucking morgue. Oh no, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to the... What it is, destruction of Spacer's choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. And Ruinous starts thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. Just dig around and pry him out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and no one's the wiser. Waggled your eyebrows.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. What can I...
I've got to go the
You
persuade
know
one.
about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind
You
reader.
were probably poking around my things.
I read into your
Leave my
stupid
way of staying out in
forehead.
the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
This game's quests are so stupid. Yeah, there's something.
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
This town is completely fucked. I'm glad I took the power away from those people. It's really, really weird. Quite disturbing, honestly. Might as well go hand that other question. Then I go out the front and talk to that guy again.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please. We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. I was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Spacer's Choice are now agreeable. So...
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you.
oh
Congratulations.
good, now I work for them.
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people. Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working. Wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not
So
even
I'm
a
guessing
wild.
the respect I lost from this
Marauder.
Edgewater,
My sympathy.
whatever you want to call them. I just got that back because I did their job for them.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime. What's on your mind?
Okay, so... I mean, I guess I work here now.
Is Reed hiding in there?
I wonder if I can talk to Reed again. Not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Order yours today.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose.
I would not want to work here. Just gonna be completely blunt. This is the worst company to work for.
20, 30, carry the one. All my life, work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Oh. I really don't like that. Retrofitted power armor, right. Okay, so fast travel there. let's fast travel to the ship. We'll go for takeoff and then I'll call it a night. Just call it to 9 o'clock. I like it how he kind of reminds me of Rimmer from Red Dwarf, which is a show I imagine none of you have actually watched.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Kind of reminds me of Ratchet and Clank.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us.
I know about the Red Dwarfs that mine the good old space mines. I don't even remember what. It's a mining ship, I know that much. I don't think they do.
Marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you
I don't think they ever mine stuff.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, that's that. They said there's something for me to pick up in the captain's quarters. Holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Let me Google to remember Left 4 Dead Dwarfs.
Just to warn you, when
am investigating non-toxic extermination measures. Non-toxic to you.
Are you on about Deep Rock Galactic, Oliver? Because Red Dwarf's a TV show. Oh crap, there's actually a few places we can go to. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Welcome to the system map, yep, got the idea. I'm gonna leave it here for now. I think I'm gonna keep this to just playing in my own time. I really do enjoy it though, it's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, it's actually a really fun game. I'm really surprised. I'm glad it's good. I'm really happy that it's good actually, because I managed to avoid a lot of stuff about it, so I didn't really hear anything. So thankfully, it was more just I waited, and then eventually here we are. It came out, and I played it, and it's really fun. I wouldn't keep this short because obviously I'm back tomorrow with more. We will be streaming GTFO. I'll leave some time in this. Yeah, it's fucking 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's 9. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be streaming GTFO. I will be on the same time at 6 o'clock. We'll be doing that. I think it's going to be myself and Liam and maybe a couple of others. I have no idea what I'm looking forward to that. From the gameplay I've seen of GTFO, it looks promising. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good game. It's unfortunate that there's only one level that's coming out for it tomorrow, but I think because of how it's very different to what other games are, you probably see yourself just fucking yourself over every now and again. But yeah, I will leave it there. I will see you all tomorrow, same time. GTFO. Finally, after waiting so long, I get to find if I can play it. Have a good evening. And goodbye.